My name is Dave Beal. I'm the director for Breinpawower in the United States, and I'm here to speak on behalf of BE in the US. So my topic was on the future of education and on the positive changes that brain education has brought about for students in the United States. Since he's about 3 years old, my wife and I both have been involved with this practice and have been doing this as a family. I worked in the 5th lowest performing school in the whole city of New York out of 2,000 schools. So it was a very tough environment. And I was always searching for ways to motivate and engage my students. And I tried so many different things, and I had some success, but I didn't feel right. It didn't feel like I was maximizing my potential as a teacher. And so when I learned about brain education, I started to use some of the things that I had learned. And then slowly but surely, the progress was pretty amazing with my kids. So particularly with their behavior, with their self-confidence and their view of themselves and their relationships. Challenging part is overcoming that initial resistance. So in my very first classroom teaching this, I had students who had some very difficult circumstances at home, which created a lot of trust issues and just a lot of behavior issues. So trying something new and stepping out of their comfort zone was very challenging for them. So for me, not taking it personally and to be persistently positive was my initial challenge. When you stay true to yourself and you stay true to what you know is the right thing, and you keep going, then people around you will change. Most people in this fast-paced world, they really struggle with being mindful, right? They struggle with meditation. So everyone knows, oh, meditation is good, of course, right? But most people say, I can't quiet my mind. I can't sit and say Om or, whatever it is. So what I really appreciate about the approach that brain education takes is learning about mindfulness through the body first and connecting the mind and body through exercise, through breath. The Qigong, the energy ball visualization, which is our most basic form of meditation, that's such a palpable and real feeling that people can have. It makes meditation more accessible. It's another aspect of brain education that I think is fundamental is the vision aspect, the dream aspect. What's my dream for my life, for my world, and I think maybe when we talk about mindfulness, everyone is aware of the importance of quieting the mind and relaxing the mind. But to me, what I appreciate is in brain education is then to take it to the next step of, okay, I'm relaxed, I'm focused. How can I use that to better myself and better my community and better our world? And honestly, the reason why I've dedicated the last 15 years of my life to growing this movement is because I always wanted a better world. And I always wanted to be part of a movement towards a better world. But I didn't have the kind of self-mastery over my own emotions to believe that it was even possible, right? So I think a lot of people are stuck there where they want to be part of something big, they want change to happen, but they don't believe it's possible even within themselves, right? So I think that's the real power is as you start to learn these methods and you practice them on just a daily basis, you start to feel a change in yourself, the society. What we're trying to do in the United States is to get teachers and parents to take good care of themselves. So we call it the oxygen mask principle. The oxygen mask being deployed in the case of an emergency, and you put your mask on first before assisting others. When I saw, a difficult situation my students were going through, if I was also stressed out at that moment, I couldn't exhibit, the patience and the love that I wanted, and instead I could make it worse. Then the question is, well, what do I need to do to feel good? And then that's where we have, our training methods and exercises to kind of come back to feeling the way that we want to feel. Then we're able to be really great teachers and really great parents. It's not about how many books you read and how many this and how many that. It's not intellectual. It's all three levels. So we can't ignore the physical and emotional part of parenting and teaching. We have to be kind to ourselves first, and then naturally we're going to be able to benefit our students and our own kids.